basically just about being your most formidable version of yourself, your most capable version of yourself. And you'll often see that hard work beats talent when talent doesn't work hard. And it doesn't matter what genetic disposition you're born with. If you truly try your best, you can be in the top 1% of the planet. I have absolutely no doubts about it, because we're living in a world which isn't even that difficult to excel in. The world's ultra competitive, but there are a few people like myself, my brother, the war room. We understand the game. We're trying our very, very best to win. But the majority of people out there, especially men, aren't even trying to win. They don't realize they're playing a game. And the reason for that is because the easiest way to keep people enslaved is for them to not realize they're in a jail in the first place. You put someone in a jail, they try and break out. You put them in a fish tank with a clear wall where they can see the outside world, and because they don't try to swim very hard, they never realize that they're actually constrained. They don't ever bump their head up against the perspex or the glass, which is preventing their ascent. So the majority of people in the world today do not realize they're in a jail. This has been done on purpose so that the majority don't resist, meaning that people like you who pay attention, who understand exactly how the world truly functions, can become ultra competitive and live lives worth living. And it's important that you do that now quickly before, one, the possibility of it happening or the difficulty required for you to achieve said things increases, and two, before everybody else realizes and starts trying to get out. You don't want to be trying to rush out the door once the building's set on fire, because then everyone else is trying to rush out the door. You might burn to death. You want to try and get out the door when you know a fire is coming and everyone else is busy enjoying, I don't know, whatever else is going inside. Some garbage that is entertaining them, some concert, some circus garbage which has them distracted. Let them pay attention to the garbage. You get out the fire escape, and once the fire has started, you will have used your perspicacity and your ability to think quickly and act before others to ensure the safety for you and your bloodline into eternity. I like to consider myself a wise old man, and I'm trying my best to encourage and instigate a revolution amongst the youth where men take absolute self-accountability and they believe in themselves and they take responsibility for absolutely everything. As a man, you are most formidable if everything is your fault. If it rains outside and you get wet, that is still your fault. Can you control the rain? No. Could you have brought an umbrella? Yes. You need to blame yourself for all things, the good and the bad. And by doing this, you take absolute self-accountability, which allows you to build a mental model in which you will find solutions, one. Two, avoid trouble, because you know that anything bad happens to you is your fault. And three, be the most fearsome competitor possible, because we're living in a very competitive world nowadays amongst the elites. The people who understand that you're living inside of a fish tank are trying very hard to get out. And you have to make sure that you can outrun some of them if you want to escape. It's an age-old adage. If a bear is chasing a group of people, you do not have to be the fastest one. You just have to be faster than the slowest. The slowest person is going to die. So as long as you're ahead of the majority of people, and you already should be, being a powerful man isn't always about furious anger and instilling fear.